character. She had no mission, no vision, no product. She had some paintings already completed, but she kept saying to us, she was like, you're supposed to be giving me the answer. What am I supposed to be doing? And through the process of just forcing herself to figure out what she cared about and what mattered to her, helped her imagine this project. And she has now been juried into 4 shows. This is a traveling show. It's changed names. Check out her website. There's a link for her on the website. And she's done more videos. And she won a $15,000 prize for innovation from the Denver Cherry Creek Art Festival. And it all came out of this little idea that was, in her mind, nothing. It was, I blow paint on a canvas and I make these things. How am I going to make a living at that? So for her, this is something to aspire to for all of us, which is how can I make something out of nothing and see where it goes. So that's one example. And here's the other, I mean, I've said this already, but this is so important. And please, you know, for anybody who's nervous sitting here, that's good, because you don't have, I don't think, an answer for a perfect product, a perfect design, a perfect business plan at this moment. Those don't exist. And unfortunately, there's not somebody who's going to walk in with $1 million who's going to buy what you made. It's just not going to happen. There's a reason why we have to do the work, and that is because it takes work to get all of this done. And that's going to be a big theme that you will hear from me, is that persistence, and no one knows who it is.
It's not me.
Is that persistence is probably more of the key to whether you will succeed. That and being realistic about what you're learning from your experiments and discovering, realizing when you should say no and realize that you have to stop something because it's not working, but also knowing when not to give up. And for all of us, that is part of what, you know, hopefully we're going to find with each other, is more folks who are going to help us not give up. Because I can tell you, this stuff doesn't happen because it's easy. It happens because it's hard and because you stick with it and you find smart people who are thoughtful and supportive to be around you to help you stick through it when it sucks, because it will along the way, I guarantee it. Now, is anybody here a writer at all? Okay, are you readers? Somewhat? Check him out, Steven Pressfield. All 3 of these books are easy reads because he's a good writer. I will bring in copies of them next time around. They're really inspirational to remind you not to give up and to remind you that along the way, part of what's going to be hard is separating yourself from your work and separating yourself from the person who has to sell your work that you made, and the uncomfortableness about selling and talking about yourself and talking about what you do. And so he's a really lovely writer. So I'll bring in some stuff for you to take a look at other times. All right. So remember that crazy woo exercise. Let's get ready, folks, to actually talk to each other now, not just about why you're here, but what you're here about. And please remember that it is totally fine for you not to have an answer about what it is that you're trying to do, but at least tell us, like, what you make, what you imagine that you might be interested in making. So remember, Jennifer, all she knew was she was a painter, and she has a technique that she does that a lot of people don't do, that she, you know, came up with on her own. But this is our opportunity to do that. So I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes to compose your thoughts, write something down. Don't forget, you've got this lovely book, so you've got room here to write something down to think about. And then we're going to do quick, round, little presentations for each other about what it is that your project may be that you're working on. And they'll only be 1.5 minutes, so not long. Don't worry about it, because we're all in the same boat. All right, so 2 minutes.